Oh, God, there's so much I want to talk about. And right now, I'd like to try to focus on getting two things put together in or compiled here in this video that will accomplish one thing, which is to raise awareness for the public assistance in the realm of artistry to benefit the Peace Coalition um, by way of organizing and structuring something within the industries. And this is what I'm trying to say. I believe that in the diversity of structure of the arts, all forms of arts, that we have segregated, and that's um, good if we have good powers and good energies to 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 celebrate what's wonderful and beautiful, which is um, the the specific group that we're protecting. And it's only bad when we allow it to be. And what I mean by that is, if you feel it's bad, then something is overthrowing your mindset or your heart. And that means do that which is good for the cause. And if it makes you feel good inside, that isn't inappropriate, of course. If it makes you feel good, then you're stepping into the right direction. And that's what um, um, I receive when I do my work, because we know that good works produce good following. And so if you feel that it has the right energy or energies, then your production can only come out in a positive format. It's karma. It's karma and mindset. Don't let somebody send the bad energy to you saying what you're doing is wrong without speaking, because they'll do it in many different ways. And if you feel bad for someday, then do what it takes to change the energy and mindset within you so that you don't lose control over your cause. Now, or production. Now, with that said, I have several wonderful support groups that have helped me for 8, 9, 10 years. And I came up with something a while back, a coalition of artists who protect each other in the filming or production or the serving in politics or in knighthood, so to speak, or in celebration of life and art or culture. And it's something that I tossed out there to a group of military people. And what I want to do is to make sure that the arts commissioners on a state level isn't trying to overthrow your cause. Because so many people have so many causes, and they're so inundated with people who say, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. And they're all good causes, aren't they? They are. And the ones that get chosen are the ones that benefit something or some part of the annihilation of the bad. So we choose children, we choose disabled, and we don't want to get our feet dirty, but we want to get them wet with clean water. And that's good, but yet it could be problematic. And so what happens is the artists get involved with a cause, and that cause gets dirty, but the person, you have to excuse me, I have autism sometimes, and my speech is affected, and I have a slight slur, and it happens when I'm emotional about something, not when I'm fearful or scared, but when I'm dealing with emotions. So if I switch and I feel it more difficult to speak, and that means I might go in go into an artistic um, safe place. And what happens is I use a broad spectrum of my brain, and I so know that God says, take it down. And I know that that's happening. I'm sorry, I get emotional too. I start crying because it's embarrassing, but I know I have to speak because Holy Blessed says, let the film run because it's important, and you'll be, I don't know what that means except for good spaghetti. So what I wanted to accomplish in this coalition of artists is a place where people in the arts or people who support the arts can group together to find a safe haven without competition in the production or protection of a cause for disabled people or for vets, military vets, or for whatever the cause is, but you need not to be harassed or politically intimidated, because politicians often see a opportunity. And I think that it's every bit like everything else in a society, peer pressure. Why didn't you take when you know you could have taken because you need that for your presidential whatever, whatever, whatever. And I think that if it's not yours already, you shouldn't take it. And if you didn't earn it, it's not yours. If it's sanctions, it's something else. And that's different, because that means you receive because someone wronged you, and that's something that an adjudication board within this coalition can assist the artists in their plight. Now, isn't it a wonderful methodology to join fellow cause drivers or artists in a venue where you can talk about the issues that plague the person, the artist, and not the company, not the production company, or the attorneys, or the weird fans. I don't, I hear this dedication to the fans, and I know that I was in marketing for a long time, so don't tell me that it isn't marketing. It is every bit marketing, because I've had my own set of weird fans, and I would prefer acquaintances. And if you like me, please don't say you're a fan. Just say, I like your work and I'm going to leave you alone. Because I've spent 8 years of being ridiculed and rocks thrown and windows broken and finger cut off and scars on the body and rape and I won't say beatings because I knew to pick up boxing in Tijuana and did a very good job kicking the tar out of adult men 20 years younger than me. I'm 58 years old and or 60, I don't know, because my mother was murdered by Charles Manson group and they took me and I had to be raised over in their area and their KKK, and that caused a problem with me because I'm a salt with ownership rights to all of the salts, and there were several other adopted children they claimed were adopted in that area, and I don't want to say the name because special forces and Interpol already have task forces, and it has little to do with farmers and everything to do with biowarfare and terrorism from not here but from the UK, and I got away and that was good and other people didn't, and I found that one of my relatives was there from Iran and she died when I was 18. Back to the coalition of artists, I would hope that an interest party who would have a political opportunity to make it to the presidency with the help of the GOP by way of Ronald Reagan administration, which is where I'm sitting, where I've been for 40 plus years since I ran Contra. It's important for me to consider picking up this conversation later because I have some people who are having a conversation that's more important, I think, than my taping. So if you're interested, contact me because my mother would be happy for someone who is going to keep artists from being prostituted or raped or slain. And that's going to be something that I hope is in her memory, and sending love and adoration out to all of you, and have a good day.